As always, if you have a question, just raise your hand and I'll call on you. Thanks. We'll start with Max Ralph with the Collegian. Go ahead, Max.
Hey, Daequan. Thanks for your time. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm just curious, what, in your opinion, is maybe more difficult about playing in the nickel role and guarding the slot compared to being out on the edge? And how have you adapted to that role this season?
I say the most difficult thing is receivers have like a two-way go. When you're like a corner, you got the sideline to help you protect, and at nickel is kind of like difficult and go inside or outside based on the releases. So that's probably the most difficult thing to me.
Let's go to Dan Gallen. Sorry, Dan.
Hey, Daequan. Yesterday, Jair Brown was talking about the grit that's present in the secondary, and that's something that helps kind of raise his game. How do you kind of see that? What does that mean to you?
I just like having that great attitude and just try not to give up points means a lot. We work hard all camp and just trying to build like the culture and just to stick together with each other. So it kind of runs a long way.
Donnie Collins.
Daequan, did you play any nickel in high school? And how long did it kind of take you to get a feel for how different that kind of position is?
No, I did it in high school. I played corner and some receiver, but it was kind of difficult at first, just getting a feel for the routes and the different route combinations you could get from the slot. So as I picked it up, probably I say around like last year, midway through the season, I started getting better at it.
Andrew Lee Penwell.
Daequan, so Michigan's offense on the ground is leading the Big Ten in rushing yards. How does the secondary combat that explosive run game?
We just got to be good with our run fits, just try to keep everything within the core of the defense, the front seven. So we got to do good, keeping them off the edge and getting to the perimeter.
Donnie Collins.
Yeah, Daequan, you're up there quite a bit on running downs, it seems like. Do you like playing the run, and how long did it, how do you think you've been against it this season?
Yeah, I do say I do like playing the run. It's kind of like the old school day football. You get to get down and dirty, but at first I don't think I was that good at it. But as the season progressed, I think I picked up more, like getting in my right gap and just being able to make tackles in the box.
Dan Gallen.
Along those lines, Daequan, you've been involved as a blitzer quite a bit. What's it like developing those skills, and how much do you enjoy being able to get after a quarterback?
I say that's probably like the best part of the nickel position. You get to go after the quarterback more often than being on the at corner. And the skills, I'm still trying to develop them and work on them each day. But I feel like I'm doing better and getting better at getting to the quarterback.
Let's go to Max Ralph.
Daequan, I'm just curious what you've seen from Michigan's receiving core and their pair of tight ends who have kind of burst onto the scene lately as well.
They have a pretty young group. Like they're pretty good. They're going to give us a good challenge. But, me, Tariq, and Joey Porter, and Johnny Dixon and Kalen King, we're all like prepared to, go out there and do our thing.
Andrew Destin.
Daequan, I'm kind of curious going in practice against the receiving core for you guys. A guy in particular, obviously, Jahan's drawn a lot of attention recently. Maybe not you specifically go against him like every single rep or things like that, but when you do, what's it like going up against a guy like Jahan in practice?
It's an honor, because he's probably one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in college football. So when I go against him, I just try to be on my P's and Q's and make sure I'm very disciplined with my eyes and just try to do the right techniques.
Let's go to Donnie Collins next.
Everyone kind of talks about how hard Jahan works. Do you see that during practice? Is there visual things you could see that he does a little differently than other people do from that perspective? And does that rub off on everybody else? Definitely.
I just say his focus, like he's very focused on his steps, and if he needs to be in a certain area in his route, he's there. So like he pays a lot of attention to the details, and his focus throughout the practice helps other people lock in too.
Dan Galen.
Joey Porter seems like someone who's been having a strong year. As someone who's playing inside, what's it like to play next to him? And what's it like knowing that he's out there, outside of you?
I mean, me and Joey Porter, we he's from the Pittsburgh area as well. So I used to play like 7-on-7 football with him. So we already had that almost kind of chemistry together. So it's pretty fun to play with somebody from back home.
Andrew Dustin.
Daequan, it's year 3 for you now at the program. In your time here at Penn State, where does Jahan kind of rank in terms of players you've been able to play with skill wise? Where does he rank there for you?
I'll probably say first, and if not first, probably behind KJ Hamler. They're both explosive guys. It's pretty fun to watch them play and be a part of the team with them.
Any more questions for Day?
Could I just follow up on that? Is that okay,
Yeah,
Craig?
go ahead. Yep.
Awesome. For you guys, when you're scrimmaging against the offense, what are you hearing from Brent Pry, or what are you getting told from coaches about keying in on a guy like Jahan? Like, what are you looking for to try and slow him down at all, if possible? Because I know that's not an easy task.
Yeah, it's definitely not. But he just try to say, just don't give up the home run shot. Just try to keep everything in front of us. And if he does make a catch, just get it to the ground. Just keep everything in front. Just don't give up the big ones.
Any more questions for Day? All right, Daequan, appreciate your time. Thank you, everybody. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
at 1:15 for Sean Clifford.